Lazy yellow moon coming up tonight, shining through the trees. Crickets are singing and lightning bugs are floating on the breeze. Baby, get ready. Across the field where the creek turns back by the old stone road, I'm gonna take you to a special place that nobody knows. Baby, get ready. Ooh, you and me going fishing in the dark, lying on our backs and counting the stars where the cool grass grows. Down by the river in the full moonlight, we'll be falling in love in the middle of the night, just moving slow.
Where are we headed?
We're headed, well, we're going to pass actually downtown Chattanooga where the race is. We're trying to get a cassette piece for Albert's bike. So as always, you know, last second drama.
Yeah.
It never...
And Bean forgot his running socks.
I
Forgot your running socks?
Yes,
Oh.
but of all things to forget, that's like an easily replaceable.
I got the ones that you sent in the chat, or you or Albert sent the ones, the compression
ones
ones.
I sent?
Yeah, I bought those.
Yeah, those are my favorite.
Pretty
Those
comfortable.
are my favorite songs.
Yeah.
Those are good.
But I feel like I don't know if it's just me, the more I wash them, the better they are. I don't know, that makes
Well,
sense.
that's a good sock.
I feel like the more I wash them, the more compressed they get. I feel like they're just better.
Oh, like
I don't know, the more
shrinking in the wash?
Yeah, I feel like they just get better.
All right, B. What are your splits? What are you aiming for this year?
32, 240, 145.
Okay, nice, solid. Got him ready.
Yeah.
What about you, Bert?
Like a 40 swim, like a 250 bike, and like a 145, 148 run.
Nice.
What about you, D-Man?
Swim like 50 to 55, hopefully, and get a good current, and then run like 150, 155. So that's what I'm hoping for.
What about that middle section?
Costco, bagel, something. I actually don't know what's around, but I'll find something.
I mean, it's downtown. There's gotta be something.
Yeah.
Some kind of coffee roaster place.
Stay in the shade. That's the main goal.
Stay in the shade, hydrate, get loose.
Stretch. Yeah.
There's a bathroom if you need to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
So this is the swim?
Yeah, but up the river from this.
How's the water? Is it really clean?
It's pretty clean.
Yeah.
I don't know the temperature at the moment.
I have this exact thing.
So I've never.
Are those the super loud ones?
Yeah.
You went home?
Oh, shoot. Now we'll see what the dollar store is. Need silver markers. Right, you can write your name on here. Alright, so what do you eat before a race?
You guys want to have a good race day?
A lot of carbs.
Get every single thing that's on the thing.
No.
Many carbs.
What macronutrients are we looking for, D-Man?
Carbs, and more fucking carbs.
Carbs, sugar, and carbs.
That's what you need.
Simple. The good stuff.
Dude, I got some pictures.
Once in a year type of day.
This is the only time you can eat like this.
If you're eating like this normally, bad sign. If you're eating like this regularly, you're not living to see race day. We're doing a little bike assembly. How many bike, what do you want to call it? Bike oddities have you run into so far reassembling it?
So we had a tire, had the disc, had like 3.
So not going perfectly to plan.
Yeah, unfortunately. Can never plan for the unplanned.
But it's gonna make race day that much nicer. Meanwhile,
These babies are built.
the chariot awaits. D-man, run strategy?
Let's see. I don't pass out at the end. I didn't run hard enough. That's the plan. Literally just use the aid stations. Like if I need it, probably won't use it. Probably not gonna use the first 5, 6 aid stations. Probably not to the end. And just go to town.
You're not gonna use the aid stations?
No, man. I'm pretty much trying to sprint the whole thing. Obviously, I'm not gonna sprint the whole thing.
So you wanna dig a hole and then try to climb out of it? Is that the idea?
Just trying to run as fast as I can.
Bert, what do you think of this no aid station strategy?
I'm missing out on the first 4.
We have to reconsider a couple things.
No, because
I think definitely it's gonna be hot. You've never felt
the
humidity.
gap?
You've never felt humidity, which is different.
Yeah, during the
And I
gap
think
for sure. Like
not being able to sweat.
yeah, electrolytes.
Like, you can sweat, but you're not gonna take that heat out of your body.
Carbs.
It's gonna mess you up.
Electrolyte, carbs, sodium during that. Like
And you need a lot of
a
salt.
lot of salt.
'Cause
During
we don't-
that,
You were cramping in like dry
I gotta
I gotta
conditions.
do some tests with my sweat, man.
I feel like that should have been done a long time ago.
Yeah, I haven't got to that yet. But I sweat so fucking much. Like,
Yeah, man. I don't know, man. I feel like maybe your sweat salt concentration is higher than.
where do I even get that tested?
There's like labs that do it, and then I think Gatorade sells like a patch you can buy that you can do it yourself.
I learned how to do it in school,
Yeah,
but we need like.
I gotta get
You
one of
need to
those
get-
patches.
Well, they do it like in this big old like sauna.
Where
A
they
huge
just-
sauna.
They test your sweat.
And then you have a mask on, and they put patches in certain parts, like on your forehead, somewhere in your back, somewhere in your chest, and then take the salt, or they take the concentration from the sweat.
So D-Man, this
Mine
is the
be-
furthest east you've ever been,
Yeah, further.
and the first time you're experiencing humidity.
I haven't really not really felt it yet. It hasn't been that humid, but yeah, I'm worried. I'm not that worried, but I'm definitely curious how I'm gonna feel. I'm from the desert, so it's very very dry and hot.
At least you can breathe easier.
I mean, your skin's gonna be glowing, so maybe your time might be terrible, but your race photos will be great. Miss Kelsey, how you feeling?
It's already starting. I'm nervous.
Nervous? What's
Starting yesterday, my heart rate has been like consistently like 100, just sitting. The palpitations are here. But this is getting real.
Yeah,
Like, it starts now.
It's race week, the next couple of days. Like, you got the race coming up, so that's cool. Yeah, that was good. Bro, you gotta get in there. Alright, let's see the shirt. Sheesh. Pete, you got that? Yeah, there you go. Nice.
I like that they're different colors. These bags are nice.
Yeah.
Are they dry?
No, the bottom's canvas. I do miss the dry bag here.
Fluoridated water. They're straight on.
That's all you gotta do with plastic. D-Man, still fit?
Working on it.
Year 4?
Yeah, year 4.
Kelsey, inaugural wetsuit swim? What's inaugural wetsuit practice swim?
You're getting there.
Oh, yeah. This is your charcuterie board?
This is my trail mix.
Oh, see, I thought you did like a hummus base. I didn't realize.
Got everything in here.
There you go.
I got some hummus.
Now we got the pizzas getting ready. Really stale? Ooh, that's not good.
Weekends?
The happy chick.
Final tests, adjustments here.
No, I'm just trying to.
Oh, you're trying to get the tie. Oh, that's a lot tighter than it looks. Bert, you feeling good? What's the issue?
Put some lube.
Oh, I got you. You gonna wipe it down?
Put some lube on it.
What happens if you don't wipe it?
It just attracts more dirt. So it kind of defeats the purpose. Alright, bro, how you feeling?
Chilling.
Heading on our way to drop off the bikes and get registered.
Bike looking good. D-Man helped me oil the chain up.
The number.
1224. Our birthday, 24D.
Peace. Mike, how you feeling?
Feeling good, man. Feeling good. Like this?
Yeah. Stick it at the end.
All right, Miss Kelsey. Where are we right now?
We're at transition. Brought our bikes up. Got a milk today. Feels pretty good. I'm excited.
How you feeling?
I'm tired. My body is tired. I didn't sleep well. My allergies are bad, but
We're here.
night sleep will cure all that. Beans infamous.
There's some veteran stuff right here.
Know where you are.
If you know, you know, right, Bean? I got all these bikes.
Our little stick man.
Little stick dude help us find our bikes. That's a lot of bikes.
Literally, I have to run. Like, I run out, and then once I cross the point there.
Then you can get on. Then you can get on. There'll be someone there letting you know.
Okay. It's not too far, but it's a closer run, honestly.
Well, they get.
Oh, they got their.
Yeah, we got this foot from here.
Oh, so I swim into here. I run to you.
It's not too far to run.
The feet are up.
Yo, I'm ready for a nap.
Nap or snooze?
I woke up too early today, but that's good. I'm gonna try to go to sleep early. Got, like me and Bean were saying, we can get 6 hours. All we're asking for.
6 hours
Solid
would
for
be
tomorrow.
phenomenal. But we gotta watch Dunkirk. Dunkirk. So Mike, I hear you're your World War II in these days.
A lot of time, yeah.
Yeah, that's where it's at, man. Kelsey doesn't understand. It's nonsense.
I said I've had too much war.
No, we gotta watch. We're watching Dunkirk right now.
It's great.
It's got Harry Styles.
The good ones are I've been into We watched a depressing one on the Boston Marathon bombing, and I was...
Yeah, that's not uplifting.
We need help.
We nutrition prepping?
Yeah.
What are we deciding
90
to?
grams of carbs, you know that?
Wow. Well, yeah, but what are you mixing it with?
Water?
How much? I'm saying how much?
4 ounces.
Oh, wow.
It's pretty good. 16 to 24
Okay.
ounces.
How many grams of sodium?
What's it? 680.
Oh, wow.
It's pretty good.
That is.
What does this taste like? Oh, lemonade?
Yeah.
I was saying her.
So if I do 2 plus grab a water bottle, and then I have 40 grams, 20 grams,
Goo.
and 1 goo, and then I'll do an emergency goo.
Yeah, I think like we always talk about like do one more than you think you need, because you just never know. Like if you drop it. Oh, Professor Manriquez over here. Tony Robbins?
I'm wearing it upside down on my back. I'm doing like the headband.
Oh, like the rally cap.
Should be sick.
But how do I eat? How do
I'll sign her
How do I stretch this out?
15 minutes. Finish this bottle by an hour and a half. Get this bottle in by 3 hours. Get this gel in before the third
Because
hour.
ideally, if I have this done with an hour and a
3:20.
half, I can get water, and then I have this and then water.
Let's see. You winding down?
Huh?
You winding down?
Bunkering down, ready to go to bed. I'm gonna move this so that we can watch the movie now. Yeah, ready to go.
Kelsey, you winding down?
I'm getting tired.
I wish I was with you. I wish I was
You're
there.
not tired at all?
No, not at all. I know. And I got up like not too late. Yeah. Mike, you tired?
Not at all.
No.
No sleep.
My
tonight.
bag,
When was the last cup of coffee?
12 o'clock.
Oh, jeez.
my bag is packed. I'm showered. I'm ready to close my eyes.
We watching this movie? All right, Bert, what's the formula here?
Alright, I got Coke and a noon tab and a half.
What do you call it?
A nuke.
And you're consuming that when?
On the second part of the bike.
Second half or
Second
like?
half. Like last third of the bike.
Okay.
Yeah. Going into the run.
D-Man, you got any strategy for tomorrow?
Whatever they get on course. I'll take that.
All right. Final thought. Final thought before you put your head to sleep for race day.
I just hope I have a good day out there. Like, we put a lot into this, like a lot of training, and this is kind of like you gotta like prove to yourself, like the training. So I'm just hoping to have a good day out there. You know, feel good, stomach's good, legs are good.
And what's a
enjoy
good
the moment with everybody.
What's a good day?
Ideally, sub 40 swim. Transition's kind of long. First one, sub 5, 250 bike would be nice, and like a 145, 148 run.
For a cumulative total of.
I think it's right under sub 6.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, get some sleep. We'll see you in just a few hours.
Maybe.
Night. All right, Kelsey. Know exactly what you're thinking. Always. Final thoughts before you go to bed, night before the race.
I feel good. It's funny, I felt more anxious like Thursday, Friday. Yesterday, I think we did a lot. It was a lot. Traveling and swimming. But today it feels good. I feel a lot more ready than last year, which is exciting. So, I'm excited.
And what's a good day tomorrow?
A good day is a not panic on the swim. I have no idea what the swim will entail. I don't know if it will go horribly and I will hate it and I'll get through it, or it will be like super fun. I'm hoping it'll give me a very big boost of confidence, adrenaline coming out of the swim. I'm excited for the bike. I think it'll be fun. I think I need to nail my nutrition. I think that's something I haven't thought more enough on past few weeks. And I hope I will have enough energy and my body will feel okay to not be completely and utterly in pain the whole run. That is all. I hope. I think I don't have any major goals or timelines or time set for myself, except I think a 3:30 bike would impress me. So maybe that and around maybe sub 8.
A goal, B goal, and C goal. A goal meaning like everything goes right, wind at your back. B goal being like realistic expectations. C goal, there's some things that don't quite go your way.
A goal, I think around an 8 hour like total finish time. B goal, 3:30 bike. C goal, finish, not DNF, finish the swim. If I finish the swim, that's mainly what I'm worried about for the DNF. So.
Good start. Well,
but first and foremost, I want to have fun.
Yeah. Well, that's a given. We've already achieved that this weekend. We'll get some sleep, and we'll see you in a few hours. D-Man.
What's up?
Expectations for tomorrow?
The expectation is to have a good race. So Mike's ready to go. You know, try and do as fast as I can on the swim. Get Mike out on that course as fast as possible, and just bring it home for the run. Yeah.
And a good day looks like what?
Really good day, like 50 to 55, 53 would be a good swim for me, and then like a 150 run. Like, I feel like that's definitely possible. Just gotta push. So.
And what are you planning to do in the interim period while Mike is biking?
Just finish packing. Like, I gotta get everything ready to go because I got my shuttle like right after at 4. So everything packed, get the cameras ready so we can get some good footage of everybody, and then just like hopefully catch you guys coming to transition and get a few videos of you guys.
So last parting thought before you go to bed.
Team too legit to quit, and ready to roll.
All right, well, get some sleep.
Yep.
See you in the morning. All right, Mike. First one. You got the bike leg, which is not considered an easy bike. Not considered overly difficult, but what are your expectations for tomorrow? What does a good day look like?
Yeah, good day. Finishing strong, hitting around a 4-hour bike. That'd be ideal. Trying to take it like easy in the beginning so I can save my legs for the major hill at mile 28 and seeing how much I can push there. I think the real test will be 28 to 40, seeing how much I can push in the rollers there.
And what are the fears and doubts for tomorrow?
Yeah, I think on the bike, it's kind of short notice training for this. I'm confident in the distance, but I think hitting the speeds kind of with the elevation, you know, I'm just trying to push as hard as I can there.
So expectations versus what would surprise you.
Yeah. So I think expectation, I expect to finish. Cutoff is 4:30 with the bike, depending on, you know, how quickly Daniel's able to do it. It'll give me a little extra time, but I expect to finish the 4:30. I'm hoping that's my 100% main goal. I think a surprise for me, if I do it under 4, that would be a really good day. And yeah, I'm just gonna, you know, try not to blow up on the big climbs and try my best there and push on the flats and the downhills as much as possible.
So, do you feel anxious, or do you feel like you're gonna sleep soundly tonight?
You know, a little nerves here and there, but I'm treating it like any longer ride, you know. Just trying to keep cool, trying not to blow up, right? I think that's my main thing. As long as I pace correctly, like, I should be okay. So.
Are you a good sleeper?
You know, I'll rest easy, but
Well, I mean, laying down, I guess, is better than standing up, right? All right, well, get some sleep, and we will see you in just a few hours here.
sounds good.
Bean. So it's the night before the race eve. How you feeling?
I feel good. I feel like a couple pounds heavier because of our feast yesterday, but I think by morning that should be fine. I think I ate less today, but still plenty to be carb loaded.
Nice. What's your times and what are you aiming for tomorrow? Like, what's your goal out there?
A great day would be like 32, 240, 145, and hopefully like sub 510 would be. I would be very proud of that day.
What do you think about the heat tomorrow and the humidity?
If I stay on top of nutrition and drink enough, I think there's enough on course. I just need to be smart about it. And Kelsey and I set up and Mike, we set up our drink timers today on our GPS. So
Nice.
I think we're ready to drink at a solid interval and get off the bike hopefully really well hydrated.
How do you feel about, you've done this race before, so like how is it, like how is it supported and all that, like how does it feel?
This race is great. It's super supported. Obviously it's a little different not having the Walnut Street Bridge because you don't come into that kind of downtown area anymore. So I don't know exactly what that's going to look like, but I'm sure it's still going to be super well supported. I think the only thing that's like the monkey on my back is at this point this is the only 70.3 I have on the calendar, and the expectation to beat your previous time looms large, and I feel like I did a pretty good time here last time. So not to say that I'm super fearful if I do worse, but after the race in St. George last year, the last 70.3 we did together did not go well. So that kind of sits in the back of my mind. But as you said in the car the other day, I think this is number 15. Yeah, is it 15? Maybe 17. I don't know. But either way, like I've done this enough times that it should be, business as usual, and I know how to have a good race, and hopefully I can do that.
How was training and preparation for this race leading into Chattanooga?
Swim started out really strong. Bike came along really well, and the run just never showed up. And then like 2 weeks ago, it decided to show up out of nowhere during a hill sprint workout, and it's been great ever since. So hopefully that carries over into tomorrow.
Nice. All right. Any last final thoughts for the race before you go to bed?
I'm just super excited to be here with you guys, and I can't wait for the race to unfold tomorrow. And I want to savor it while we're in it, but at the same time, like that feeling of us all having accomplished it and crossing that finish line is going to be pretty crazy. And then obviously I hope logistically we take care of all the dropping off at the airport shuttle, getting Bert to the airport and everything like that, and hopefully just by the time, we probably won't last very long tomorrow, but by the time we hit like 8 o'clock tomorrow, hopefully we can kick our feet up and relax a little bit.
The second race after the first, getting D-Man to the airport
Oh
on
yeah.
time.
Over under on Kelsey being upset about this walk.
I'll take taking the over. No, over and under are complaining about how fast you're walking.
Oh, okay.
I already hit it twice.
Let's go, Bean!
Alright, it's D-Man here. Everyone's doing really good. Kelsey just finished the swim. Kelsey!
I was really fighting for my life.
You did it, you're done. Let's go. You did good. I think it was like 1:14 or something. Right here. Right here. There we go. Breathe, catch your breath. You did good, you finished. Good shit, man. How was it?
I fucking hated it. God. What the fuck?
That first like 200-300 yards, I felt like pure shit. I couldn't catch a stroke. Like, you're done though. You did it.
Fuck me.
Mike's off. Everyone's doing good so far. It was a long swim, right?
I literally thought I was gonna die. I was gonna throw up.
Good shit, Kelsey.
I'm trying to just survive right now.
Catch your breath. And so how was the swim now that you caught your breath and everything?
Still hate it.
Yeah.
Never doing that again.
First Ironman 70.3 swim. You did it. How many miles you gonna bike
I have
right
pneumonia now. All right.
Kelsey, you got this. Hydrate. It's getting hot, all right? And take some gels early. I'd take one right now. You got it, Kelsey. Everyone's around 10-15 miles into the bike. I just got everything set up for the run, so I'm kind of just exploring the south, exploring Tennessee a little bit. I gotta find somewhere to get some food though soon, and then yeah, just hype up Mike and the guys when they come in, and Kelsey from the bike, and go do a half marathon. So I'm pretty excited. I'm excited for the next time we do these together. So yeah, just gonna go get some food and I'll circle back with you guys. Fucking love it. I love it. Right over here. How you feeling?
Horrible.
Right here, Bean.
Ah, fuck.
Right here.
God damn it. We're doing the Murphy's Law race, man. Fucking arrow bars fell off.
Oh, really?
Yeah, look.
I love it.
Baby.
You guys are doing fucking good. You guys are doing good. Good shit, guys.
All the shit in my pocket.
The air bell just completely fell off?
Yeah, dude. I had a huge bump.
Shit.
I got a fucking. What the fuck is that? It's a goddamn fish hook. Holy shit.
Yep.
What the fuck is going on with this race? That fucking road.
Just rip it. Just rip that shit off.
Dude, I can't fucking get this shit. God damn it. I got it. Fuck,
Jesus Christ.
Goddamn fish hook in my foot. I got it.
Alright, I love it. Go, Bert. Alright, Bean, get some fluids in.
Oh, fuck, are you serious? God damn it.
Go. Battle, Bean. So Bean and Albert just got on the run at the same time. Albert was up a few seconds. It sounds like Bean's having not the best race mechanical wise. Sounds like his air bars fell off. He had a fish hook in his sock. But they're battling right now. I love to see it. So they'll be heading out to the run now, and Kelsey should be almost here, and Mike should be just 10-20 minutes out. So Mike should be taking the camera soon and keep you guys updated.
Let's go. Feel good?
Yeah, my body just hurts.
What did you finish it?
Good job, girlies.
How the fuck do we do this?
You got it. Walk if you need to.
Fighting. And man, I hope, I respect the hell out of him for the hang. And I hope, there's some mutual respect there that God, we pushed each other. Because I am wiped right now. I'm so tired. Not only that, I didn't even wear my sunglasses. That's how rushed I was in transition.
Damn.
I was like, I gotta go. On the ropes.
Good shit.
You realize I don't even have my sunglasses on? We left transition first, and I was like, I ain't got time. Oh. When you went past me on the bike, I had a pinch flat. And I was like, I can either change the tube or just risk it and put CO2 in this and hope that it doesn't have a hole. But I was like, when you went by, I was like, this is the race right here. If I don't go, I've lost it. So I chased you down, man.
Dude, I started cramping. Dude, I lost half of my nutrition.
Last. So tell me about race morning, pre-race. So leaving the Airbnb and then getting to transition.
I was definitely tired and nervous, but I think it went a lot better. I'm all comparing it to last year, but I seemed in good spirits. We weren't pressed for time or rushed, so that felt nice. And yeah, just definitely got real. I think what I was saying earlier, like the past week I've been very anxious, but then oddly enough, when it gets even closer and closer to actual racing, it felt more the right place, right time. Like, all right, I'm doing this.
I got decent sleep, so I couldn't really complain too much. I got to use the restroom in the morning, so honestly, race day morning felt pretty good. I feel like we're all in good spirits. We're all confident about how we're gonna perform out there, so felt pretty good race morning.
So, morning of, got a little bit of sleep, so felt okay, but, like everyone else, less than 4 hours, so pretty tired, early wake up, but I think the excitement of my first race was kind of amping me up, like getting me ready to go. So I think I was up 30 minutes before everyone, just getting ready, like, and just mentally getting prepared, right? And
race morning, I think I got like 3.5 hours of sleep, so I think all of us did, so it wasn't that bad. Do a little bit of stretches, got some carbs in. I wasn't really anxious or like nervous or anything at all. I think I felt pretty good. Obviously knowing that I'm not, doing the full thing, and I got 2 disciplines instead of 3. I felt good. I was just trying to hype up Mike, trying to hype up everybody else, knowing there was going to be, a battle, and obviously I know Kelsey was kind of a little nervous, so I was just trying to get everyone's spirits up and make sure that I had everything packed, because obviously right after the race we needed to go hit the shuttle in the airport. So just a long checklist of things I like to get done, and yeah, race morning, that's pretty much the way it went down.
So tell me about the swim. You know, from moments before you entered the water to swimming.
I mean, it was definitely like the newest experience I had. I think that in like T1 I didn't get last year, so I think it was just like a completely new environment for me. Everyone lined up, like no phones, everyone had that nervous, excited energy. I feel like us between the group kind of got pretty quiet. We were kind of all locked in and mentally preparing for ourselves, so we didn't really talk that much. And once we got closer to the boathouse, it like moved on really fast. And at that point, I think I was like, there's no backing out now. Like, I can't chicken out. I just have to do it. I did get pretty emotional before. I don't know if it was because I was scared or just big moment leading up to this and I was proud of myself. But yeah, I had a little emotional moment right before I got in the water.
And what about the swim itself? Like, you're in the water and now you've got to travel 1.4 miles.
Yeah, definitely. The swim didn't go completely as I wanted it to. It was mainly all my breathing. I just felt like I couldn't get into a good rhythm and was kind of hyperventilating a little bit. So I knew the first few hundred yards I just needed to get comfortable, get the temperature, or get used to the temperature of the water. So I kind of just kept moving and did some backstroke, did some side stroke, tried to get in the groove. I don't know if I did necessarily, but yeah, I mean, it was definitely very surreal when you saw everyone around you and kind of no end in sight. That was pretty scary.
What about you finally reached those stairs, realize that you made the cutoff? What's the emotion there?
I think at that point I was just so utterly pissed, and I was probably the swim was the most uncomfortable thing I've done in a very long time. I think I knew I wasn't going, my life was not in danger, but it was just the fact of my body was so fight or flight, my breathing was so uncontrolled. I think it definitely messed with my mind a little. So I knew okay, I'm not I knew I wasn't gonna ask to be pulled off the course or knew I was gonna stop, but it was just the fact of how physically uncomfortable I felt for an hour and 14 minutes. I was just so ready to be done, and I don't think I was, once I got out of the water, was as excited and proud of myself as I wanted to be. At that point I was just genuinely so pissed that it was that hard and felt that difficult. But I think I should be definitely more proud of myself, or more proud that I completed it.
The swim, once we saw the pros go off, I started to started hitting me that we're gonna race. I'm ready to get in the water. The race is 1.4 miles, so it's a little longer than the usual. Throughout the swim, I felt pretty good. It just felt really long. I didn't really feel the current they were supposed to be, but overall I had a pretty good swim. Can't really complain. Swam a 43, so exactly what I swam in St. George last year. Definitely think if it was a shorter or the regular distance course, I would have probably swam a sub 40. So can't complain too much. I actually did see Bean on the swim. We started at the same time.
Nice.
I saw him. He was in front of me for a little bit. I was on his legs for maybe a minute or two, and then I lost him. So that was cool.
The swim was pretty long. I know that I was sighting pretty good. Afterwards, when I checked my, I swam in a straight line, so that was good. But it just felt really long. I felt like I hit I don't know how many buoys, and I was I wonder how many do I got left. But the good thing about this swim is that I feel like I did pretty well. I never stopped. I just was sighting the whole time, and I found a good pair of feet to draft off of for 30 minutes probably. So definitely my best swim. And it was on my watch. It said I swam 1.5 or 1.6 miles. So I think that was a good sign for sure. So long swim.
Get out there and everyone's getting ready for the swim, walking up with everyone, I kind of felt the gravity of the swim. Like I knew I wasn't taking part, which I was very glad. Seeing just the full walk and the full course, I was pretty nervous, like even for my teammate and everyone else doing the race. Definitely glad I wasn't doing it. But yeah, seeing kind of the start atmosphere was cool. Like I've never seen that before. And it was different. Like everyone was locked in, getting kind of quiet as we kind of got up to the swim start. And yeah, like it was nice seeing everyone getting locked in, especially my teammate, D-Man. Super excited for him to see, I guess, for him to push hard so we can have a good transition into my bike, right? And going into that part, the walk back was a little nerve-wracking because, with a relay team, you have other teammates counting on you, right? If you don't finish or if you fail your portion, right, it affects the whole group. So that was definitely weighing on me. So I was just trying to prepare as best as possible and trying to getting into the best headspace for a good ride.
I think, I forgot to like stretch my arms before, and I tried to like compensate in the corral thing. I definitely should have done that more because that was a big thing of my swim training this year, was like really trying to warm up. And about halfway through, my left shoulder like locked up. So that was not great. I was excited, and I thought when we were in the lead up, I thought I kind of saw a current, but there was like no current at all. And I think I tried to keep the buoys like close to my left the whole time. I didn't feel like I swam super straight. I swam 25-75 for the whole thing. And it just felt long. It just felt incredibly long. I got a weird cramp in my back as we approached the bridge. I've never had that happen in my life, which is weird because I've never cramped in any swim except for both times I've done Chattanooga. So I don't know if it's the whole sweating in bed the night before, but it seems like Chattanooga makes me cramp in the swim for some reason. Approaching the stairs, I was excited. I was like finally like trying to think of like the next steps, like what do I need to grab in transition and everything. And when I got to the steps, I like hit my watch and I did like a double take because I was mentally preparing myself to be like, it's gonna be like 35 or 36 minutes. And then it was 38 minutes and I was like, oh my God, that's a really bad time. But again, I wanted to make sure I wasn't in a negative headspace. So I just like admitted like, okay, I wasn't anywhere close to what I wanted to do or my previous time. And that's okay, onto the bike, and like, we'll do what we can to have a good bike split. So you're through T1 and you get on the bike. Like, what was your bike experience?
I was definitely like pretty happy once I got on the bike again. Just that was my comfort zone, or what I was looking the most forward to. And I think I wanted to punch it out a little bit more, but again, I think because I was breathing so fast, my heart rate was higher than normal. I was still breathing pretty fast, so I knew the first few miles it was just mainly to get my stomach under control, my breathing under control, my heart rate under control. And I think I did want to kind of punch it a little bit, but I just kept reminding myself that I have a whole 56 miles, 2,000 feet of elevation, and a half marathon next. So I definitely had to hold myself back from what I wanted to do.
Yeah, so I think for me, exactly what you're saying. I knew I could go all out on the bike. Like, I didn't have to do the run afterwards. I didn't have to do the swim prior. So I knew I was fresh. Like, this week I felt fresh. I knew I was in the best situation to go as fast and as hard as I could, right? I knew the St. Andrews climb was kind of the first big test, and that was always in the back of my mind. I think preparing for the ride in the short notice I had, the short 3-week notice I had, I was definitely nervous about that climb and just trying to prepare for it as best as possible, right? But I knew when it came up to it. It's just controlling my breathing and trying not to blow up on the climb and just preparing for that. So I think on the lead up to it, the first 20 or so miles, just tried to keep a pretty easy pace and trying to relax as much as possible. I think I ended up going at a pretty good pace. I think I pushed a little too hard because I was just so excited and amped, and my legs felt good, and I think the power was coming easy. Like, I felt like I wasn't pushing it hard at all, but I was doing some pretty good speed and power. And yeah, just trying to be there for D-Man, like setting him up for a good last part of the race in the run. I knew the St. Andrews climb was really the key. Like, once I made it, like, I knew I would be good for the rest of the ride.
So in those 3.5 hours, what did I do? I'm pretty sure I got all of it on footage, but what I basically did was I went to go walk to go see if I can get some food somewhere. Everywhere was so packed. I asked this guy what the wait time was. He was like, I don't know. And I was like, all right, like, let me go see what else I can get. Eventually I DoorDashed some Subway, and after 3 people canceled on me because they said it was too busy, eventually this one lady, I was like, please, if you just gave me this sandwich, I'll sell you like $10 or tip you an extra. So she got it for me, I ate it. I was just tracking the Bean, Albert, Mike, and Kelsey, watching where everybody's at. And then I finished that, got back, did some stretching, and then that's when the battle between Bert and Bean, I was able to get that on footage. I was waiting the whole time, I got the GoPro ready. I was like, I'm gonna wait, and I saw that they were both coming to a transition at the same time. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get some good footage. And yeah, I was hyping these guys up. They were doing a great job. That was one of my favorite like memories of all the Ironman races we've done. So I know I'm usually out there on the bike, but you know, this time it was kind of cool to be on the other side to see, you know, you guys going into transition, how locked in everyone was, and you know, just how hyped all of you guys were and hyping you guys up.
Mile 48, 50, and I saw Bean in front of me, and he had stopped. And I asked him, yo, Bean, are you okay? And he's like, fuck no, I'm not okay. He's like, my bike is like cooked. And he told me his aero bars were like broken or something. So I guess it wasn't like, I don't want to see Bean like get a little like bike malfunction or anything, but it was cool like to see him on the bike horse and be that close to him. He ended up passing me again before we got to the transition.
At the bottom of the descent of Chickamauga, I hit a giant pothole that was marked. So again, you could say that's my fault for not being able to avoid it. And my aero bars came loose. And so I stopped to tighten them, but realized they were loose at a point that the bolt was like concealed. So therefore, like, I would have to take them completely apart, probably a 10 to 15 minute process if I was going to retighten them, and no torque wrench or anything like that. So it would have been probably not great. And in that process, I also realized I had a flat tire on the front. And just as I was getting out my wrench to tighten them, Albert came by and said, Bean, are you all right? And a lot of thoughts went through my mind, in which I realized that's the race right there. Like, he's making progress. I'm not going anywhere right now. Like, I'm sitting here losing time to him. And he came by me at like a pretty good clip. He was probably going 20 miles an hour. So I made the decision to risk it and assume that just because it was a pothole, it probably was a pinch flat, where on my wheels, they have like a valve extender. So like, it's not perfectly airtight. Like, you can pinch air out of there. And so I decided to just put a CO2 on, fill the tire. And then my thought process was, I've got to catch up to Albert and let him know I'm there. And then hopefully I'll hammer it all the way back to transition and hope that he follows me. And in the process, he overbikes to, you know, hopefully make his run legs not feel very good. And then I can hopefully, you know, survive that effort to run well enough to beat him. And that was kind of the risk, one trick I had to play in that moment. Let's talk about just like lap one of the run. Like, how are you feeling leaving transition? kind of on that first part that's like by the water, that first hill, and sort of just like any signature moments from the first loop and like how that felt.
Yeah, I think, I mean, coming into transition, like I said to myself, I'm like, I really don't want to do this right now. I think last year it was a little bit different because we only had 2 legs that I knew I was halfway there, so I had some momentum under me, but I think after the bike, I was like, we still have another third part to this. But I felt pretty good walking through transition, and then as soon as I started running, my stomach was completely in shambles. I was nauseous, cramping, so that definitely didn't make me feel that great. And then I knew we had a big climb coming up, so it definitely didn't give me as much momentum as I wanted to going into the run, but I think it kind of set the tone for the rest of the race. So I think I learned pretty quickly what I was up against for the next 3 hours.
So talk about the mental aspect of second, knowing that you've now seen everything and you're already pretty tired. I feel like the second loop is where you really feel like every step I take is getting closer to the finish. So like, what did that second loop feel like? Well, from the physical and mental side.
Yeah, I think compared to last year when there was, I don't know, was it 3 or 5 loops? I'm not even sure, but I remember last year questioning what mile I was on because I just kept seeing so many different, or you pass the same place and you're repeating the same course. And I'm like, I don't know if I'm on mile 3 or 7. So I think mentally only having 2 laps made it a lot easier. Or no, like even coming into the first half of the first lap, I was like, okay, I know once I see this spot again, I'm gonna be more than halfway done. So I think even before seeing that whole second loop the second time, knowing that like, okay, I'm only gonna see this one more time really gave me a good headspace to be at. I will say seeing where the bridge was kind of the last little bit of the loop. The bridge seemed so far away from where we were on the little greenway. So that was a little, I think more so on my second loop. Like I looked at my watch, I'm like, I only have 2 miles left, but the bridge seemed so far away. To do a down and back on the bridge, it seemed impossible.
No, tremendous amount of respect, right? Like, again, I think back to how I felt, like, after finishing, right? And Kelsey was probably in a similar space, right? Like even worse maybe with the swim on top of it, right? And mentally having to do a half marathon right after that, I can't even imagine the amount of stress and doubt you would have from that, right? But I'm proud of her for pushing through and putting one foot in front of the other and pushing for it, right? And I know she's a very strong-willed person. I know she wasn't going to give up, and I was really proud when she finished strong and left it all out there, right? She had nothing else to give, and she put it all on the race course, and super proud of her for that.
Yeah, so I was tracking Mike on my phone, and my phone was dying, and I was like, I don't know where Mike is, and the tracker was off. It said that he was close by, but I'm waiting for him, and I was talking to the other people around me for the relay, and this one guy was coming at the same time as Mike, so like we're just waiting to go, and all the runners, it was cool. We're all just like hyped up, where we're doing some like dynamic stretches and all that, so that was pretty cool. Eventually I saw Mike. I said, dude, Mike, you crushed it. You did like a 3:30, bro, and he was struggling to walk to me, so I helped him put the bike up, put the ankle timer on, and then I took off. I think that first mile was like 7:59, 7:55 or something, and then I immediately calmed down because it was too much. But it was cool seeing him finally come in and going out there on the run, and eventually that's when I saw Bert and all that. So one of my favorite runs for sure.
To the transition, we ended up getting to transition around the same time. He was right ahead of me. I feel like I blacked out from the bike to the run. Like I literally put my socks on, or I had my socks on, I didn't put my shoes on, put my shoes on as fast as possible, and I literally grabbed my gel, grabbed my hat, grabbed my bib, and I just ran out. Like, I didn't even put anything on. And I was running, I was trying to get out of transition as fast as possible. You know, I knew Bean was gonna outrun me. Like, the run was pretty hard, it was pretty humid. So I know I had to give myself a little bit of a head start on the run. But it was cool, like, seeing Bean, like, you know, being that close to him, and, you know, it was a cool experience having D-Man there, like, recording us and, you know, saying, like, we're doing good and we should be proud of our times. So it was cool.
No, I mean, I respect Albert as an athlete, and like, there's no way to do the math in which, like, he's coming into his prime and I'm fading out of it. At his age, he's got a lot of years to get better. At my age, I'm probably losing some fitness as I go. So my respect for him as an athlete is such that, like, I had to play the cards that I played because I know Albert's competitive and I knew that he would take that risk, or at least I thought there's a high probability of it. And at no point did I feel safe in that, because one, I didn't know what he swam, but I assumed when I came into transition 1, his bike was still there. So I knew he didn't outswim me, meaning in order for him to pass me, he rode better than I did. In order to ride better than I did, you probably, you know, felt good, pushed better power, so on and so forth. So, like, yeah, he outbiked me flat outright. And he made a comment yesterday on the way to the airport that, like, oh, it's not like I beat you on the bike. And I was like, I lost 3 minutes on the whole aero bar flat tire situation. Even without that 3 minutes, he would still have outbiked me by 2 minutes. So, like, he did. He outbiked me fair and square, no questions asked. And so coming into transition, I hadn't looked behind me since like 2 miles into my push when I caught him. So I didn't know if he was like directly still there. And D-Man was like waving us into our spot, which we were racked next to each other. And so it kind of caught me off guard when I was like, oh no, like Albert is right there. Like, so immediately I'm panicked and thinking like, okay, how efficiently can I do this transition to maybe get just a little time gap on him here, and maybe that'll break his spirits to like know that I'm already ahead of him at a T2. And I went to put on my socks, and there was a fish hook in my brand new socks, and that became a whole ordeal. And I just like, I got panicked because Albert's right next to me and he's doing everything very efficiently. And I haven't even looked at our T2 times, but he definitely beat me in T2 time as well. And by the time I got the fish hook out, he was already like out of the run out thing. And I like took my watch, I like had it like, you know, like hadn't set it or anything, hadn't set the profile. I went to pick up my salts, one of them dumped on the ground, so I put those in my pocket, and I was just so panicked I forgot to even grab my sunglasses. Like, I was very rushed. I was not in a clear state of mind because, like, again, I know the type of athlete Albert is, and like he's very capable of beating me in that moment. So I had to respect that and, you know, rush and be nervous about trying to execute my plan to put him in a disposition that was not going to beat me. So yeah, there was just a lot of turmoil. Not a lot of things went right. But again, it's why I'm super proud of the result, is that like ultimately I was able to execute when like things didn't look great. Run is always the final, like it's the final step to like resurrect a race. Even if you have a poor swim and a poor bike, you can still run well and be proud of your race. And so like I always go in with that mentality of like, you know, okay, if I have a run I can be proud of, then at least like not all is lost in this. And it's kind of like golf. Like you could shoot a terrible score, but if you chip it in on the 18th hole, like that's the part you remember. So yeah, if you run well, it's like you remember, oh man, I executed a great run on that. But the reality is I didn't think I had dropped Bert. You know, I knew we gassed it hard at a transition, and like we were doing like 6:30 along the river, which was way too hot. But again, that was my only thing I had to play at that moment, was hopefully, you know, get him to overrun in the beginning and sort of tire himself out. But it was also a gamble where I could have, you know, walked the entire second half and been in the same situation. So when we hit the first turnaround, the little like hippie hollow part, he was like a quarter of a mile behind me. So I hadn't put a ton of time into him. He was still there. Like if I was to walk half a mile, he would catch me. So there was no comfort. There was like zero comfort at that point. When I hit the bridge, you know, I spent the entire bridge on the way back looking to see if I could see him. And I didn't see him, so I started to think, well, maybe he was under, maybe he wasn't on it, maybe I hadn't gapped him that much, like maybe he's a lot closer. So I was looking both on the curve and on the other side as I went, and I didn't feel comfortable at all. I just had no idea. So you're living in your head with like, okay, maybe he dialed it back and now he's running 8 minutes flat per mile, and like if I start walking, he can catch me at that rate. So I started the second loop. You know, I felt pretty good on that first part. I think I did the second hill like at like an 8:15 pace. So I felt like, you know, it's not quite goal pace, but it's like it was really strong. Came down the other side, averaged the downhill at like 7:30. So I was like, all right, things are looking good right now. And the big tell was going to be the turnaround, the hippie hollow thing again. And when I got there, I had about a mile gap on him. And so I was like, all right, now like there is a little bit of breathing room, but still not enough to just walk it in. So yeah, I lived in fear the rest of that run that like, you know, if I faltered too much, I was going to be in trouble. And mile like 11 and 12, like everything cramped for me. I literally took like a whole base salt like half the vial and just licked it to try and get some semblance of movement in my legs again, because like my neck locked, my quads locked, my calves locked, like I just everything was shutting down. And yeah, when I went over the bridge, I put in a solid effort over the bridge after I had gotten some base salt and Coke. Came out the other side. I looked, when I got to the top of the bridge, I looked down to see if he was there. I didn't see him. So I started running again, knowing that we're like 3/4 of a mile to the finish. And every step was just like, you know, my quads felt horrible. But I you know, was excited to get to that split where it's second loop and finish line. Got to the finish line one, so much further than I thought it was. And just kept running. When I hit the carpet, I tried to like sprint as best I could, and I got there and like I saw Mike at the end and kind of talked to him. But I mean, I never felt so sick. I thought I was gonna vomit. And yeah, I mean, I literally thought Albert was gonna cross like 40 seconds after me. So like I waited and waited for him to cross because I thought he was a lot closer, but it sounds like his second loop was really, really hard. And yeah, like overall, like it's not one of my fastest runs or anything, but it definitely is a run I'm proud of because nothing leading up to it was good, and I was still able to do sub 150 on a really tough day in crazy hot and humid weather. Last half mile, you kind of the part that's by the mural and everything, that into the finish, and then the feeling of the finish line.
I met up with Bean at the end of my first loop, and he said, once you get to here on this next loop, run the whole thing. It's only half a mile. It's all downhill. So I knew going into it, it was feasible. I knew where it was. That was my home stretch. But then when I got to it, I was like, I don't know if I can do this. At that point, I was maybe running consistently for maybe half a mile. That was my goal the whole run. Run 0.4, walk 0.1, run 0.4, walk 0.1. So just at the end of the race to run a whole 0.5 without stopping, it seemed impossible. But I think just it's something you can't ever explain or understand until you're in it. is like running closer and closer and closer to the finish line and hearing the crowd, hearing the mic, like that just pushes you all the way to the end. So that was really a really cool moment.
You had sort of mixed feelings about your result yesterday, as you were like 10-ish minutes from cutoff, but there's a large percentage of people that didn't make cutoff. Talk about those feelings and like the fact that, you know, there is no asterisk anymore. It's not Texas where you didn't have a swim. Like, you officially have finished a 70.3, even if it was not necessarily at your expectations.
I think it definitely humbled me, but I think it also gives me a lot more appreciation for the sport or a half Ironman in general. I mean, I think like I'm pretty athletic and I'm pretty fit, and you see the social media side of it or the Stephen Bean side of it, that this is light work for them. So I think sometimes you compare, or you start comparing yourself to the really, really fast super athletes. But then on the other side of like, not many people are doing this. Like, I should be very accomplished of myself. But I think to know I gave it my all on that course, especially on the run, and to still only be 10 minutes away from cutoff, like Ironman 70.3s are no joke. Like, I don't think many people could do this without training or just do it on a random whim. So I think I should be a lot more proud of myself of how much hard work I've put in the past few months, but then altogether of when I started this journey back in January of 2025.
So, not to say that, you know, you're going to sign up for, you know, do, you know, a swim, bike, and run yourself, you know, instead of a relay. But talk to me about just the curiosity of thinking about the plausibility of that swimming, biking, and running in a race, whether it's 73, the local sprint or Olympic.
Sure.
Just, I feel like that curiosity has to be there after, you know, witnessing it firsthand and even playing a part in, you know, getting that finisher medal for your relay.
Yeah. It's definitely in the back of my mind. I think what I loved about it was the hard work and dedication everyone puts into it and the sense of accomplishment towards the end, right? Like, I think for me, I think as part of the relay, I think I'm proud of myself that I performed well on the bike and trained for it with limited time and pushed hard for it, right? But it's not the same as a full participant, right? Like, I don't get to cross the finish line and it's not the same level of accomplishment, which I'm curious about what it feels like, right? It's so daunting, especially for me. I can barely swim. Like, the run is not there for me. The bike is there, but putting those two disciplines that I'm not very good at, bookending the bike, like, I know my bike is going to suffer from that too, right? So I am curious about what it's like preparing for it as well and feeling that sense of accomplishment, right? I think for me, realistically, I need some more time to train, especially on the run and the swim, just to be at a level where I can compete in a full half, right? And I don't think I'm there yet. I think I need to keep developing myself, like keep working on my cardio, and I think I'll be there at some point. And once I'm in a comfortable spot, I think definitely I'm curious about committing to this and setting a goal and trying to finish it. But as for the race atmosphere, I loved it. Like, I loved every single second of it. I think I'm definitely interested in the short term, doing more bike races. The relay was amazing. I'm in a heartbeat, I would do another relay and do the bike portion. I loved the competitive aspect, like not with other people, but myself. Like, I knew it was the opportunity to gas out and push as hard as I can. And this was my fastest bike race ever, right? Like, the fastest I've been on a bike for this distance. And I feel proud about that.
It was cool. Chattanooga was cool. It was really green. I think overall it was a pretty successful weekend. I really enjoyed hanging out with the crew as always. Watching the second to last episode of Survivor, waking up Saturday and making everyone listen to Michael Jackson all morning. So it was pretty cool. I really can't complain. Like, I feel like you can't really predict everything in a race, especially like in a half Ironman. So I would say it's pretty good. Like, I feel pretty confident in my performance. I could have done better on the run, but I think you can't really prepare yourself for like the humidity and those hills. But I think I did pretty good at nutrition, and pretty good at carb loading. Overall, pretty good. So I can't really complain.
Going into the weekend, I was kind of like, I was really hyped to be there, obviously, but knowing that I wasn't doing the full thing, I needed to get out of that mindset, because I was like, I'm not doing the full race. It's kind of like a training day. But then I realized like what we're doing, like, yeah, doing a 1.4 mile swim and a half marathon, like that's nothing to kind of joke around about. And I still had what Isai told me, and I texted him about this. He's like, make it one of the best training days you've ever had. So that really motivated me to get in the right headspace. So as soon as I got to the Airbnb, I kind of flushed all that out and said, stop thinking that way negatively. And I was like, I just want to enjoy this weekend with everybody. And we did, the Michael Jackson, the World Cup songs, eating 600 grams of carbs. Like, it's one of my favorite memories when it comes to racing. So it was fun with you guys for sure. I love the town, and obviously racing with you guys is a treat.
Honestly, like a highlight of the year. I didn't go on vacation this year. Normally, like, I go on a vacation in the winter. Didn't go on it, so this was like the thing marked on my calendar. And as you know, we started out like D-Man wasn't going to join us. It was just going to be Albert, Kelsey, and myself. And then the fact that we were able to get D-Man to do the relay, we got Mike to get involved. Like, it just was. I think it was such a positive weekend in the fact that we were all going to take this thing on. And then on top of that, like, I just love the hang too, like all the stuff leading up to it, getting checked in, going for the practice swim. Like, for me, I almost feel like 75% of the enjoyment is the weekend and just that shared experience together of like going through it. So yeah, I zero regrets about the weekend, super positive. Not the race experience I wanted, but like, yeah, I mean, it's a brutal sport in that way. Like, not every race is going to be your best race, and probably as I get older, there's going to be fewer great ones and more disappointments. But that's okay, because like I said, it's still the shared experience. And like, when I saw you and D-Man on the run, like literally the first like 2 seconds were like that little like sinusy tear in your eye kind of thing, where you're like so proud, but but you're also like, why are you getting overly emotional about this? Yeah, so like, yeah, nothing but positive thoughts from the weekend. Even if the race didn't go perfectly or anything, like, so glad we did it, so proud that we now have this memory. And yeah, I mean, amongst like doing other ones, like I hope we do Chattanooga again at some point. Like, I think that this is a great race course, and like, I think the only bummer was like D-Man and Albert leaving. We didn't get that chance to like all decompress together. But yeah, nothing, I won't say anything negative about the weekend. Like 100% would do it again, even with the exact same outcome in the race. Like, yeah, no regrets.
For our next half, like, I would like to see, D-Man back out there with us. I think seeing him out on the run, and, he really helped me on that second loop. I was struggling. I think his swim was, I think D-Man swam like a 55, which is a PR by so much. And, the swim course was longer. And, having D-Man out here in these bike rides with me and Isa, it's cool. So I want to see D-Man out there again. I want to see Bean with us. I want to see Kelsey again with us, even though she said it was a retirement race. And Mike too. Like, Mike had that bike, and I think seeing everything, like, it brings a lot of people together. And, maybe we have another relay team with Geronimo and Isa. So that'll be cool. Just getting a weekend with everybody.
I feel like I'm kind of just waiting for this next 70.3. It's not going to be a relay, so I'm excited to finally get some bike fitness. Biking with Isa and Bert, like, has improved my biking for sure. and I'm excited to do more rides with you guys so I can finally have a full race. Swim looks better, my run, if I keep under 2 hours, like, I'll be happy, and if I just get this bike fitness ready, I think that I can have more of a complete race the next time we do something in 2026 or definitely in 2027 for sure.
All right, D-Man, any last comments?
No, I'm just, yeah, obviously I had a really great weekend with everybody. Hoping to see everyone back there again for this next race. I'm excited to see the footage that we all got, and you know, like what Bert was saying, I think the next relay can probably be with Isa Geronimo, and that'd be cool to just, eventually we're starting to grow more as a team when it comes to racing, so that's really cool to watch. Obviously huge thanks to Bean, like, for getting me into this, and seeing all of us grow has just been pretty cool. So I'm excited for this next race, and yeah, it was a great weekend.
That Arizona sky burning in your eyes. You look at me, babe, I wanna catch on fire. It's buried in my soul like California gold. You found the light in me that I couldn't find. So when I'm all choked up but I can't find the words, every time we say goodbye, baby, it hurts. When the sun goes down and the band won't play, I'll always remember us this way. Lazy yellow moon coming up tonight, shining through the trees.